everyone, Foundation Alpha here. 343 Industries recently released some stats and some changes for the Halo 5 Guardians beta, and I'm going to start you off with the stats, so I will see you again in a few minutes. Okay, so there are all the stats for the Halo 5 Guardians beta here. The win rate is actually kind of skewed. That's interesting. After total matches played 20 million, it really should be close to 50-50 with that large of a sample size, but that's quite a bit. 2.5 million hours of gameplay, 181 million kills, 92 million assists, 565,902 ground pounds. I actually didn't get any ground pounds because it was kind of hard to do on the crouch button. But 343 has actually fixed that. 1.2 million, almost 1.3 million shoulder charges. And if you shoulder charges, but I didn't get any kills, I just injured some guys and they got a few kills afterwards because their shields were down. Almost 6.5 billion shots fired, which is pretty crazy. The battle rifle was carried for a total of 207 days. I don't know if that was the most used weapon or not. I mean, it's everyone's favorite. Only a single kill Apocalypse medal earned by Omnipression, and he actually put the video up. I will link to that below. It's pretty crazy. Just over 44.5 million Twitch hours watched. Ninja had 7.8 million Twitch hours watched. That's, of course, cumulative of all the people who watched. They didn't actually play for that long. And then Ninja and Walshy were the two most popular viewers on Twitch. You see Ninja had 438,000 viewers there, which is how he was able to rack up so many hours. Most popular power weapon was the sniper. I'm actually a bit surprised it wasn't Prophet's Bane, or just every sword in general, but Prophet's Bane is a bit annoying to use, and I guess the sniper rifle is on 2 maps, although the sword was on 2 maps as well. They're fixing the sniper rifle as well. 11.5 million frag grenade kills. Makes sense because blast radius was so bloody annoying on those things. It was huge. 1.1 million plasma grenade kills. 20 million matches, like I said. And Essek somehow earned almost 25,000 medals. That's pretty mental. So yeah, there are the statistics for the Halo 5 Guardians beta. Okay everyone, I'm back. Now on to some of the changes that were made during the beta. I'm going to be just going over these that were in the bulletin. I'll post the bulletin down below too for more information. So first of all, for movement, under the movement category, abilities can be toggled, sprint abilities can be toggled. This is awesome because in custom games, I'm sure in competitive playlists as well, some things will be turned on and off. That's cool. Whether or not you like sprint abilities, the choice to turn them off and make it a bit more similar to older Halos is pretty neat. There's faster base speed and a slower top speed when you're sprinting. This may de-incentivize people from sprinting a bit, which could help with balance. I know there are a lot of competitive people who don't like sprint. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't hate it, so that's pretty cool. There's also increased strafe speed, that's moving side to side, and increased acceleration and response for strafing. Ground pound is not on crouch, that's awesome. One of the big reasons I didn't get any ground pounds is because it was so hard to use on crouch, I found. This will also make it so that if you're trying to crouch jump to get over a ledge, which is less needed in Halo 5 because of clamber, but if you turn clamber off because something You turn Clamber off, but Ground Pound's still on because you can turn them on and off individually, I think. You're not going to try and crouch jump and Ground Pound instead, and then just general Spartan ability fixes, bug fixes, so that's pretty cool. Lots of good changes to Spartan abilities, especially the one I think to turn them on and off. Excuse me. A lot of people are going to be happy about that. Some weapons. Better Hydra out of Zoom. Now, I kind of stunk with Hydra in and out of Zoom. It's a cool weapon because it's similar to the rocket launcher, but it seeks onto targets kind of like it did in Halo 2 when it would seek vehicles, except it seeks infantry as well, which is awesome. So even though it's weaker than the rocket launcher, that ability to seek targets kind of makes up for it, but they've made it stronger when you don't zoom in, because it is a power weapon, should be powerful, so stronger is better with power weapons. A better sniper scope. The sniper scope in Halo 5, I don't know what it was, it just seemed really weird and clunky to me, and that was a big complaint with other people too, so they've improved that. Spanker is back. Spanker. So I'm sure many of you, even if you don't know what the Spanker is, a Spanker is the double-tubed rocket launcher from previous Halos. It's going to be back as a legendary weapon, similar to Prophet's Bane, so it'll be stronger than a normal rocket launcher, maybe only on a couple of maps. Maybe even only one map. And I don't know, I want it back completely, but maybe even just having his back as a legendary, maybe that's better, because you get this, like, this is the most badass rocket launcher of all time, better than any other rocket launcher. That's cool, I'm just glad to see it's back, even if it's only partially back. They're removing the bonuses for automatic They're removing bonuses for automatic weapons with headshots. That is really, really cool, because one of my biggest problems with ADS, and by extension Smart Scope in Halo, is that it kind of makes automatic weapons overpowered because it gives them so much more accuracy, which they were less so in earlier Halos, and if you were far away you wouldn't be able to use them against someone with the DMR or battle rifle. That's cool. I didn't even know they gave bonuses for headshots because they never used to. So turning that bonus is just really, really good. Remove grenade detonations in air from fire. Oh, thank merciful Helix. Oh, I died like 10 times because I was trying to throw a grenade to try and get people shooting at me out of the way while I zipped around a corner or something. And in Halo for a while it's been that you can shoot grenades and they'll explode. Well, the bullet magnetism for grenades in the air was really bad in the beta. And so many times I killed myself because I was trying to throw a grenade to get rid of people. But it's gone. It's gone, no grenade detonations in the air. Then there's vibration control, you can turn vibration on and off for weapons, which I'm sure we all knew was happening, and of course general bug fixes. Now on to presentation. Fewer chest bumps and cheers and high fives when you win, which, I don't know, I thought it was cool, but people had a problem with it. Death replay is opt-in. Thank you, oh man. I really do not like death replays in games because I think it gives an unfair advantage to the person who died almost, because they can like if you get sniped, you'll know where that person is, or you used to have to have just a little bit of skill to figure that out. I suppose death cams do
discourage camping because people know where campers are. But now it's just an opt-in instead of an opt-out. Like normally it would start playing the death cam and you would cancel it and go to the old Halo 3 and Halo Reach style days, like previous to Halo 4, or just follow your teammates around the map while you respawn. Now follow your teammates around the map and you hit a button to show your death cam instead of hitting a button to cancel it. Decreased frequency and number of medals. There have been a lot of medals since Halo 4. Like just the kill medal. Medals used to be something you actually did something to get the medal. Now it's like, oh, you got a kill, good for you. I've always liked the assist medal. These assists, I don't know, I get a lot of assists, maybe that's why. But yeah, just the general kill medal, I don't know if we're getting rid of that one, but there are lots of new ones in the beta, like Hat-Trick was getting killed 3 times with a weapon in a single life. That was kind of dumb, and they're cutting down the number of medals. That's definitely cool because there are a lot. Can turn off Spartan chatter. That's good. The Spartans, I don't know, I kind of like them. They're really annoying at times, especially when you threw a grenade and you accidentally hit them. They'd be like, "Hey, watch grenades!" All the grenade ones were really, really annoying because in Halo, it's fairly rare that you'll play a Halo game where you don't accidentally just get a teammate in a grenade radius because they might run in or it's in a closed room. I don't know, at least when I'm playing. So to be able to turn off chatter, and they're actually decreasing the frequency of the Spartan chatter as well as the iconic announcer, which is kind of sad. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And they're highlighting weapons to make sure they are easier to see when they're on the ground, been dropped, or spawned on the map. Speaking of weapons, I forgot to mention that the DMR scope is going to be smaller because it took up a large amount of screen space, and that was annoying. Okay, now on to CSR, which is competitive skill ranking. They're going to make some change to this. People, including me, complained that it was based on your team. Like if your team lost, you'd go down. If your team won, you'd go up. Even if you were like the top player in the whole match, out of 8 people, you were number 1, and your team just happened to lose. I complained about that first until some people convinced me that Halo's a team sport or a team game, and you should be working to have your team win, not for you to be the best. So I kind of changed my mind on that, and that's also what 343 said, is that Halo is a team sport, so work as a team. There are also going to be some bonuses and penalties based on the skill of teams. So if my team is grossly outmatched by the other team and we win, we're going to get a large boost in skill rankings, and they're going to get a large drop in skill rankings. But if we lose, we'll get we'll get a small boost. Or they'll get a small boost because they're so much better than we are, and we'll get a small drop. Which is how it was up to at least Halo 3. I don't know about Reach and Halo 4, but Reach and Halo 4 really didn't have that much in the way of CSR, I didn't find. Even though I'm not a competitive skill player, I always liked seeing my rank and seeing if I'm doing better or worse. And Halo Reach and 4 kind of took that away, especially Halo 4, the loadouts. That's not CSR, but back to being a team sport. With loadouts and not really many power weapons on the map, there wasn't much incentive to work as a team. Which they seem to be bringing back power weapons on the map, no loadouts, team-based scoring, that's really cool. No rank shown in the lobby, so if you're going up against a bunch of players that are top rank, you won't know it until the game starts, so you won't be incentivized to quit before the match even begins. But that might not happen as much because there's going to be improved skill detection, improved matchmaking, and improved balance, which is awesome because Halo has always had really good balanced teams, I've found. It's been really good balancing. The beta, it didn't seem so much for the Halo 5 beta. I either got slaughtered or my team did the slaughter. There were a few balanced matches, but not many. Most of them were like 50-30 or something, or less. And my favorite matches are the ones that are like 50-49, because it's so intense and it's just so great to be able to beat another team that's on your level. I love it. Prevent skill boosting, punish quitters. I hope they do a big punishing of quitters because there hasn't been good punishing since Halo 3. It's driving me nuts. And general bug fixes. And finally, last but not least, of course, is matchmaking. Faster matchmaking, less waiting around in lobbies, which was definitely annoying in the beta. Better feedback to players in the lobby. I don't know what better feedback is going to be given, but there's going to be better feedback. Yay. And you can set your data center for faster matchmaking. You can set a data center closer to you, which Halo 3 also kind of had. You could choose people close to your skill. You could choose a fast match and something else. So, but of course, if you're choosing a different data center, you might get fewer players again, so that would change the skill balance, which is also how it worked in Halo 3. But that is about all that has to be said about the Halo 5 beta and its changes. I'm pretty happy with it. I think a lot of people actually aren't. They didn't like Halo 5. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm really happy with a lot of these changes. They're pretty cool. And I'm glad there was a beta, especially after Halo 4, which was definitely my least favorite PvP Halo. But yeah, good on you 343 for actually having a beta so long before the game launches, like almost a year, so you can actually listen to us and make all these changes rather than a beta a month before the game that tests servers and stuff. That's really, really cool. I love you 343. So tell me down below what you thought of the beta and what you think of these changes. And are you going to play Halo 5, or are you going to skip it maybe? I don't know. Are you happy with 343's changes again? Are you mad with them? And that's about all. Just leave your general comments down below and be sure to hit that like button and give me a subscribe, and I will see you next time. So bye bye everyone.